Sub-Saharan Africa is known for its rich diversity and beautiful melanin-rich skin tones, but one indigenous group stands out for having surprisingly fair skin despite living in one of the sunniest regions on Earth. Meet the Khoisan people of South Africa. Majority of them have reddish tan complexions similar to Egyptians. Others display naturally light skin tones that resemble those of Southern Europeans. So, what explains this unexpected trait? Watch this video till the end as we will also explore why do Khoisan individuals have Asiatic-looking eyes or show signs of premature wrinkling, unlike most other sub-Saharan Africans. Or why do they develop steatoptia or have peppercorn hair? So, let's begin. But before we dive in, a quick announcement. Some of you have been asking whether I offer private phenotype analysis, and I'm excited to confirm, yes. Yes, I do. If you're curious about what your facial features, skin tones, or bone structure reveal about your ancestry, I'm now offering personalized phenotype assessment report. Each report is analyzed and personally reviewed by me using tools from forensic morphology and population genetics. The link is in the description below. Now let's get back to the video. So, who are the Khoisan? The Khoisan people are an indigenous racial group native to sub-Saharan Africa. They represent one of the oldest and most distinct human lineages. In fact, they split off from other African populations even before the ancestors of Eurasians left the continent. For a significant part of prehistory, Khoisan population were the most widespread and numerous humans on the planet, ranging from east to the southern tip of Africa. While some mixed descendant groups remain in East Africa, the largest concentration of Khoisan people today is found in Southern Africa, especially in Namibia, Botswana, South Africa, and Angola. Historically, they lived freely in these regions until the arrival of Bantu agriculturalists and later European colonizers. These migrations led to the extinction of some Khoisanid groups and also significant admixture, which gave rise to populations such as the Xhosa tribe, South Africa's quote-unquote colored communities, and the Rehoboth Basters of Namibia. Today, about 160,000 Khoisan people remain, divided primarily into two main branches: the Khoi, traditionally pastoralist and agriculturalist, and the San, who maintained a hunter-gatherer lifestyle. These two groups share deep genetic roots and are considered part of the same Khoisanid racial category, which is genetically separate from West Eurasians, East Eurasians, and other sub-Saharan Africans. Now let's address the elephant of the room. Why are these Khoisan fair-skinned? This brings us to a big question. How do people living in sub-Saharan Africa in under one of the harshest suns on earth have such fair skin? To answer that, we need to understand how fair skin evolved in humans in general. Fair skin evolved independently in both West Eurasians and East Eurasians after their ancestors split more than 40,000 years ago. In both cases, lighter skin was an adaptation to lower UV environments where darker skin will block too much sunlight and hinder vitamin D production. But even though the pressure was the same, the genes involved were different. West Eurasians developed lighter skin primarily through genes like SLC24A5 and SLC45A2, likely from ancient Anatolian farmers. East Eurasians evolved lighter skin through different genes such as MFSD12. This phenomenon, different genetic roots leading to the same outcome, is known as convergent evolution. That's why fair-skinned people from Ireland and China look so different despite similar skin tones. Now back to the Khoisan. Their fair skin isn't just coincidence or anomaly, it's the result of both local adaptation and ancient gene flow. Southern Africa received less intense UV radiation compared to equatorial regions. This reduces the need for melanin-rich skin as shield against sun damage, allowing lighter skin to be favored for efficient vitamin D synthesis. But there is more. About 2000 years ago, East African pastoralists carrying SLC24F5 gene acquired from ancient Near Eastern populations known as Natufians migrated southwards and introduced these genes into Khoisan populations. Because this gene was advantageous in their environment, it spread rapidly through natural selection. Interestingly, skin tone still varies among Khoisan groups. The Khoi, being more agriculturally settled, often appear lighter than the San who live a harsher monomadic lifestyle in the desert. Another noticeable contrast between Khoisan and other sub-Saharan groups is their tendency to wrinkle prematurely, a trait that seems to defy the saying, "black don't crack." The first reason is genetics. The Khoisan carry some of the most ancient human DNA. Their unique genetic heritage may affect skin structure and elasticity, making them more prone to visible aging compared to other populations with darker melanin-rich skins. The second reason is environment. Life in the arid Kalahari Desert exposes the skin to intense sunlight, dry air, and abrasive winds. Many Khoisan live much of their lives outdoors, and this constant exposure accelerates UV damage and breaks down collagen, leading to leathery skin and early wrinkling. The next is eye shape. Another fascinating feature is their epicanthic eye folds, which are often associated with Northeast Asians. However, in the Khoisan, this is not due to recent admixture, it's likely an ancient adaptation or a retained ancestral trait. Epicanthic folds are found in various populations worldwide, including some Nordic and Nilotic groups, and may help protect the eyes from dust, glare, or cold. In the case of the Khoisan, these folds likely evolved independently and were inherited from early human ancestors to help survive the harsh, sun-exposed deserts of southern Africa. Other physical traits, not exclusive to Khoisanid per se, but are especially common and dominant in their population. They include steatopia, which is the accumulation of fat in the buttocks, particularly among women. This trait likely evolved as a way to store energy in unpredictable, arid environments, without ever overheating the rest of the body. It may also have been favored through sexual selection. Another is peppercorn hair. Their tight, clamp curls help protect the scalp from solar radiation while allowing heat to escape, an excellent adaptation for regulating body temperatures in hot, dry climates. These traits reflect the deep evolutionary history of one of the oldest surviving human populations, but there are ecotypes specially adapted to their unique environment and resources. Now let's explore the major physical subtypes within the broader Khoisanid group. Each has distinct traits shaped by geography, lifestyle, and adaptation. The first is the Khoid, found mainly in Namibia and South Africa, especially among the Nama Khoi people. Historically or more agricultural. They have light brown to wheat yellow skin, the fairest among sub-Saharan groups. They are the tallest among Khoisanid. They have narrow faces with long pointed chins, pseudo-mongoloid eyes with epicanthic folds, concave upper lips, and their women often show extreme steatopia. The second group is the Sanid, typical of northern and central Bushmen like the Ngong. Think of the gods must be crazy characters. They have yellowish to reddish skin tone, very short and extremely thin. They have infantile body proportion, delicate and childlike throughout life. They have less pronounced tautopgia and soft, delicate and fine facial features. They also have concave upper lips. Another one is the Karuid, once widespread across southern Africa but now are nearly extinct. They have medium brown skin, broad face and wide nose, found among groups like the Komani and Kareji, less pronounced tautopgia and concave upper lips. And the last pure one is the Strandlooper type, which is unfortunately extinct. coastal forager who lived off shellfish along the South African coast. They were wiped out by Dutch colonization. They have yellowish-brown skin, broad faces with pseudo-mongoloid eyes, and moderate steatopsia. Now let's move on to the mixed and related types. It includes the Sandwe, an East African group in Tanzania, descendants of ancient East African Khoisanids. They have medium brown skin, mixed features reflecting their Cushitic, Bantu and Khoid ancestry, narrow eyes and wide noses, speak a click-based language similar to southern Khoisan groups. The second one is the Khoisanid, a Bantu Khoisan mixed type found in eastern South Africa. They have medium to dark brown skin, a blend of Bantu and Khoisan features, common among Xhosa, Southern Sotho and Swana people. Another one is the Hadza, Tanzanian hunter-gatherer living near Lake Eyasi, currently gaining online attention for their unique lifestyle. They have a very small population, dark skin and short stature, unique facial features blending Bambutid, aka Pygmy, Bantuid and Khoid types. They also use click languages. Another one is the Paleo-Saharid, an ancient desert population likely blending Khoisanid and Ibero-Merusian ancestry. Found in groups like the Tubu and Dawada, they have curly hair, coarse facial features, and present in small numbers across the Sahara. And the last mixed group is the Khoisanid, a contact type blend of Khoisan and Nordic ancestry, found among Rehoboth Bastards, Grekua people, and South Africa's colored communities. So there you have it. The Khoisan are not just one group, they are diverse and ancient mosaic of subtypes, each with unique adaptations to some of the planet's harshest environments. If you find this fascinating and want to unlock what your own features say about your ancestry and history, I offer personalized phenotype assessment reports. The link is in the description if you're ready to see yourself through a scientific lens and discover your history written from your face. As always, stay curious, stay smart, and thank you very much for watching.